Look at that.
7th through 8th is going to be 520.
This helps me visualize the triangle.
Look at this.
The angles.
Look at this. Look at this. Look at this shot.
Wing ball, 1 ball, 6 ball, 4 ball.
Every
Eyes
ball.
on the 2.
Wow.
Alrighty, guys. Let's see if this audio sounds any better. Wants to be off the rail here. Ended up perfect. Guys, we're still getting a couple things ironed out here. Does the audio sound any better for you guys now?
Oh, working now. All right. Great, guys. So Brandon Shuff coming around here for the 9-ball. So it looks like he will tie it up here. So it's going to be 1-1 Brandon Shuff. If you guys are just tuning in, you're listening to Jake Lawson and Josh Satterfield. You are tuned into BSN, the Billiard Sports Network. We're out here in Frederick, Maryland, Champion Billiards. So if you're in the area, come on, stop by and check out all the action. Feel free to share the stream.
This is a great venue. This is what, our third, maybe the fourth event we've done at a Champions now?
Yeah, fourth event here. Staff is excellent. Food is great. So, you know, of course, this is where Baltimore City Q's is homed out of. So if you need some Q work done, you can come in here and get it done. Jay Wilkinson and Peggy Wilkinson. So we're going to give you a good shot at the break here from young Coen Bell.
Hopped right in the side pocket.
Yeah.
With a break like this, too, this could be dangerous. This will be dangerous. Gets 2 balls down. Brandon comes to the table with ball in hand. And the trickiest part's going to be from the 1 to the 3. After that, it's looking pretty kosher.
Yeah, so 2 ball and 8 balls down. You guys can follow our ball tracker at the bottom of the screen. So he's looking to pot the red 3 ball here. 4 and 5 are a little close to each other, so and he's got a slight angle here, so he's taking a little extra time just to look and see where he can pot the 4. So he just nudges the 5 out, gives himself a little bit of an angle here on the 4, but I think he's okay. He's just got to really worry about pocketing the ball here and come just past the 6 ball. Uh-oh. He gets it's a nice little roll there. He'll be shooting the orange 5 now. And now everything is looking a little bit better here for Brandon. He's got a slight angle here on the 6 ball. So if he wants, he can just pinch this in with a low inside. Looks like the 7 ball goes right by the 9. And that's what he does.
He got a lot of action off the rail there.
He would like to come over a little bit further, but he's okay here. He'll just play nice speed. He'll pocket the 7 right by the 9. Uses the rails to slow it down.
A little stretched out here. A little further out than he wanted to be.
He makes it no problem. So Brandon will take his first lead of the day. He'll go up 2-1, and he'll be breaking in this alternate break format. So scratch by Coen Bell allows Brandon to get out there. Of course, Brandon Shuff been on the on the circuit for quite some time. Played in the Moscone Cup back in 2012. 8-ball down on the break. And he's going to have a look here at the 1. So, even though he's got to look at the 1, he's going to have to make sure he gets down here. You can see the blue 2-ball sitting by the side pocket with the 7. So, ideally, if he can get below it, he can pocket the ball off of the 7 in the side if he chooses to. Cheats the pocket there on the 1 ball and didn't come as far down as he wanted to, so maybe looking at a bank here on the 2 ball.
I like the bank here.
Yeah, he's just got to make sure he's careful to get through the traffic to get to the red 3 ball. You can see it over there by the 6, the green 6. So he really doesn't want to disturb anything else here. Orange 5 ball down here on the rail.
I mean,
so he wants to be careful of those balls. You can see he hit the 5. He's going to have a shot here on the 3. Doesn't look like it goes in the side, so if Brandon elects to take on this shot, he's having to play it up in the corner. Then get position on the pink 4, which is at the top of your screen here. So he will take an extra look here.
Good shot.
So he elects to play safe. He's going to have Coen nestled up on the 6 ball. Issue is 3 ball sitting right in front of the pocket. 4 ball is out there, pink 4. So this will probably be pocket speed shot here. And he just missed it slightly. So he'll turn over the cue ball here. Brandon will have ball in hand with a wide open table. So still early on. Couple mistakes here by Coen. A scratch on the break. And did not make a good hit on this 3 ball. It allows Brandon back at the table. And so now he's going to have to navigate down here to the orange 5. So he's got a slight angle here on the 4. He can pot this and just slide the cue ball down if he wants. That's exactly what he did. A little straight on it, but he can just roll it forward. Play the 6 in the top corner pocket. 7 is sitting right there by the pocket, so.
And got a little awkward on this ball.
Yeah, he's got a little bit of an angle, but I think he's okay. He can just roll it up, or he can go all the way up if he wants to put a good stroke on it. So a little bit harder. He would have came off that rail and back down into a little bit better position here. So now he's got a very thin cut here on the 7 ball. And so he can let this cue ball run.
Oh, he played that nicely.
Yeah, it did. He's gonna overrun the position there a little bit.
Do you go for the bank here? Or do you cut this? Looks like he's banking.
Yeah, Brandon, avid one pocket player, so he'll take on the bank for sure.
Drills it.
So Brandon will lead 3-1. So you just tuned in. We're here at the McDermott Maryland State 9-Ball Championship. Out here at Champion Billiards in Frederick, which is our home location. And you are listening to Jake Lawson along with my partner Josh Setterfield. And you're watching BSN, the Billiard Sports Network. Brandon leads 3-1. Coen will be breaking.
Did you happen to catch the final count on how many players we got?
I talked to the tournament director right before we started, and I don't have the exact count, but we were in the 80s. So, of course, the field's capped at 96. So, very good turnout for the big table event. Of course, we're always sold out at the bar. I mean, we're maxed out at the bar table event every single time.
Yeah, you have to fight to get into those.
Yeah, usually there's 10 or 15 people on the wait list. So big table, not everybody's as comfortable, but certainly 80 players out here is a big field. So we got 8-ball down on the break. He'll have a look here at the one. See the yellow one. Tough shot if he wants to try to cut this all the way down the rail, but he's got some safety opportunities here. Of course, Brandon Shuff just coming back from the U.S. Open out in Vegas. Coen Bell elects to play safe.
How did he do at the U.S. Open?
Brandon, I believe, finished somewhere in like 60th through 70th, somewhere there. He had a couple good matches, but ultimately couldn't get to the final 16. So he's going to be stuck behind some balls here. Doesn't look like he's got a clear path to the one.
It's a touchy shot here. It's a good hit. Look, and he's going to get safe out of this.
Yeah, he makes a good hit. He's very good at kicking and banking. He was playing to make the ball. Luckily, he did make the ball because he's tied up here behind the pink 4-ball. So he will get safe there on Coen. So Coen's going to probably reach for the jump cue here. Brandon did have a big win out at the U.S. Open. Beat Mike DeShane. So nice strong win. Of course, Mike plays very well.
It's a good hit there. Let's see how it ends up. Not in his favor.
No, not in his favor at all. So Brandon will be able to see the ball here. So now he actually has a really good safety shot here. He doesn't have to go for the bank. If he does go for it, he should get position on the 2, but he can just slide the cue ball down to the bottom of the table. He was trying to get behind the 4, but
he almost hit it perfect.
Yeah.
I mean, this still turned out pretty good, but it almost went really well.
Coen's going to have very tough shot here. He's going to have to hit this cue ball right before the pocket here, and he's going to have to put some outside spin on it because he needs to throw it off the rail. Possible he could make it if he hits it right. Good hit.
Behind the 2. That English just caught off that rail and helped him out. He might have left him half a ball here, though.
Yeah, very good hit there by young Coen Bell. So we'll see if Brandon, you can see a little bit of the 1. Oh, look at that. He tried to spin it in.
He makes it.
Great shot.
Might be behind the 4 ball here, though. Yeah, he is. He is hooked exactly half a ball. Gives you guys a little bit of a better perspective here.
Yeah, just hooked himself there a little bit. So he'll be going off the top rail here. Oh.
Uh-oh.
It was headed towards the corner pocket, but he just nips the 6. And now he's going to leave the 2 ball down there by the 9.
Coen's eyes just looked at the 2-9 combo bank shot there. Don't know if he's swinging at that, but I saw him see it.
You got to just, what do you got to decide here is where the 2 ball is going to go and where the cue ball is going to go if you miss.
Yeah.
So if he can figure that out, then he could take a shot here at this, but I don't think that he'll have nice control on that, so really should be playing safe. He tried to play the carom off of the 9, and he'll let Brandon Shuff back at a table with a shot here, so.
And this is exactly the type of layout Brandon wants to be coming to the table with. Oh,
no.
I spoke too soon. Commentator's curse striking early today.
We're striking very early.
Early today. Well, what I was going to say is the layout was looking pretty ideal. Everything is wide open. Every ball has multiple pockets, and he kind of gets to dance around the table however he sees fit. But you got to make the ball first.
He had a little bit of a weird angle in it, so you saw him just trying to hit it hard so that he could get over for the 3. And just didn't quite get there, but Coen's going to leave Brandon hooked. Brandon makes a good shot, makes contact on the 2. Now the table's wide open, so we can see here if Coen can put a run together to get out. Oh, and he just
not yet. Oh, look
hit
at
it
this
bad.
roll. Look at this roll.
Wow.
Look at that. A little test of Brandon's patience here. Should be able to contact this ball easy. When I look over it, it's kind of hard to tell, but I think the 2 might squeeze by the 4, and we know these pockets play a little bit bigger. We're not on diamonds today, so you get a little bit more leadway. We, just so everybody knows, the brackets are going to be posted online. We did just get confirmed recently that that link should be available to us here shortly. So as soon as we get that link, we're going to post it up in the video description for everybody. You guys can follow along and see what paths your players are having to take this event. Brandon with a couple style points there. Goes behind the back one rail, gets good contact, but unfortunately is going to leave a open shot on the 2 here. So now Coen gets another chance to put in some work on this rack.
Yeah, 2 balls down, 3's by the pocket. He's just got to make sure that he can get a shot here on the 4 ball. The pink 4 you can see right there by the green 6. So he just stops it. So now he's got an angle to come around here for the 5. So he wants to pot this ball and come 3, maybe 4 rails. Needs to miss the 9.
Oh no, he caught the inside of that pocket.
Yeah, and I think he actually hit inside English.
Yeah, it shortened that angle up, and that's what got him.
And I think if he was seeing what we were seeing, he'd
Just
let that
run.
run a little bit.
Yeah.
Come 3 rails, just missing the 9 to come out to play the 5 in the corner.
Uh-oh. Man, that cue ball hung on for dear life there.
Did he pot that ball?
No, he made good contact, and then cue ball hangs in the jaws of the pocket right here.
Wow.
So Brandon's going to have a bit of a tester here. I mean, this is almost the
Yeah, if he...
the longest shot you could take.
The shot here really is to make it a little easier if he can cut this in the side instead of having to go in the corner with it. And he tried to force it and drill it in, and it's going to come up short. He'll leave a 5-9 combo for Coen if he wants to take it on. He doesn't. He says, I'll run out. So he's just got to get position here on the 7 ball. Oh, no. He gets okay. He gets okay on the 7 ball. All he's got to do is just run this up in the corner.
Oh, no.
And he just you could just tell he rushed it there a little bit.
Yeah, it was. Now, do you think some of that is TV table jitters, or do you think it's early in the day, early in the match? I'm going to try to loose stroke and see if I can find that groove.
Yeah, a little bit of it is probably he's playing Brandon Shuff on the TV table. And, just the nerves, it's still early. Nobody's really in stroke yet. And he's got an uphill battle here playing Brandon Shuff right out the gate. So tough match for anybody. So not only does he have to play well and not make mistakes, he needs a little help from Brandon as well. So costly error there on the 7 ball. Instead of 3-2, now Brandon leads 4-1. So we were talking a little bit earlier about Brandon, the U.S. Open. Played very well. His losses came to Ko-Pin Chung, which is the younger brother of Ko-Pin Yi. And he also lost to Eric Horlison from Canada, who plays very well. Also, Eric beat Strickland out there, sent him home. So good tournament by Eric. So that was Brandon's 2 losses. Of course, Brandon, last year we were able to see Brandon win the 9 ball here. Or 10 ball. He won the 10 ball, right?
Yeah, he played very well that event.
Oh, yeah. He beat Strickland in that event, and he beat Aranis in the finals. And he just probably some of the best pool that I've ever seen him play. So again, you can see he doesn't shy away from the bank.
Not at all. So we get the 2 ball down here. He's got a great angle to get down for the 4. He's right above the 4 right now. So this is going to work out pretty okay for him here.
He just nudges a 5 to the pocket, which is good because he has an angle here on the 4 ball. So if he can just cut this in and bring the cue ball back. Oh, he goes way back. He's still okay. Good shot.
Held the cue ball pretty well there.
Yep. Now he can, I really like coming. Ooh.
It looked like he overcut that, and he overhit it.
Yeah, so the angle was a little steep there, so I liked him almost hitting it with a draw shot and coming up behind the 7, playing the 7 in the corner. He tried to hold it.
Oh, that was a great shot.
Wow, great shot there by Coen Bell.
That was great.
See, this is one of the issues here that I noticed with Coen over the last couple of years. See how fast he's moving. Sometimes it's good for a player when you get in stroke, but you got to be careful too.
It's kind of what I was thinking. Like it almost feels like, I don't know if it's a conscious thing or not. That's what I'm curious about. But I could see how a player would try to find their groove by kind of forcing themselves into it like that. But you're right, though. I mean, especially whenever you're playing Brandon. I mean, you see how quickly, one scratch turns into a 2-rack deficit.
Well, he at least claws back in, trails by 2. He'll have the break. Get a nice shot here at Coen Bell on the break. Wing ball down.
This 5 ball is going to need to hurry up a little bit.
So he's going to push here on the 6 ball. So he'll leave a very long shot here. If Brandon can get by the orange 5, you have an opportunity to possibly bank it. But if you don't like it, he can give it back, and that's what he does. So he will let young Coen Bell handle the push. And he tried to cut it thin, but he missed it. Misses the 1. So Brandon will have ball in hand. So just post a link for everybody in the chat for the brackets, so you can check that out. If you also want to check out the links, you can go to On the Hill Productions Facebook page. Brackets will be posted there, so you can follow your favorite player along. So Shuff trying to find the angle here to get back down for the 2 ball. So make sure he avoids the side pocket. So you can see he's deep in the pocket here. Pots the 1. It's perfect down here on the 2 ball. So pink 4 and the green 6 are very close here to each other. You see the red 3 ball by the 9. So if he wants to, he can attack the 3-9 combo from here. If he leaves himself just below the 3. If he wants to try to run out, he's going to have to get good shape. And I think he's going to try to pot.
Yeah, he left himself pretty straight for the combo here.
Yeah, and this is not a bad shot. So I was saying he's on the right line. He wanted to be under the 3, so that way he can almost just hit center ball on the 3 ball and try to cut the 9 ball in.
Ooh, overdid it.
Yeah, he did. But look at this.
Still almost. Oh,
He pots the 3, and he'll have a shot there on the 4.
and my motto is: if you're gonna get lucky, you better get out.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, he's table's primed for that now. He's got a slight little angle here in the 5. Doesn't want to nip the 6. So he's got 1 or 2 options. He could try to go forward and come around. And that's what he did. So straight forward here on the 6. He'll come down to the bottom rail and up for the 7. So he'll just draw back here. So a couple mistakes there by Coen Bell. Allows Brandon Shuff to get out. And we'll show you the replay of that shot by Brandon. Bring it to you right after his break here.
Gary Muhammad, Justin Martin, table 8. Gary Muhammad, Justin Martin. Come and get your scorecard.
So you can see Brandon just missed the ball, missed the combo, but pockets the 3.
I'll go back to that here in just a moment once everything's sized up.
He's cut on the 2 ball.
Yeah, they played that well.
So little slight angle here on the 3 ball. 4 ball. Pink 4 is up top on the rail, so he's either going to have to come outside and come 2 rails back up or pinch this inside a little bit. So
There's
2
a 6
rails.
ball up
Yeah,
there.
he's got to be careful of the 6.
Oh, he dead hooked himself.
Wow.
He might be able to spin this and go rail first. Or there's always the kick behind the 6 here. I think he might be, with his angle, he might be better off kicking at this ball. It looks like he agrees.
See, and he just didn't even think about it there. He just gets down and fires. And this is one of the things that, as he progresses as a player, on shots like that are tough, you really got to take your time. Make sure you line it up correctly instead of just trying to fire at it, because now he's missed the kick and left Brandon a shot here on the 4-ball and a chance to get to the hill first. So it could be a costly error there by Coen Bell.
Well, and something that's still very relevant in my mind after, watching. Wow, Bridge got him.
And Brandon Shuff with a scratch there on the 4-ball, trying to get down to the 5.
Coen gets gifted another chance in this rack here.
Yeah, and this is all pretty open here, Josh. 6-ball sitting right there by the side pocket. Just wants to get above it.
Boy, he almost missed that one. Well, ironically, what I was going to say is, after watching the U.S. Open, seeing the Shang and Shang match, something that's really prevalent in my mind right now is how one tiny mistake can make such a devastating difference in the scoreline. And we're seeing it happen right now.
Well, especially U.S. Open winter break. I mean, you talk about missing one ball could cost you 5 or 6 racks. At least here in alternate break, you're going to get a chance again at the table.
So Coen was able to get himself out there. It wasn't the cleanest of outs. He used the full pocket on a few balls, but you still see him loose stroking pretty much every shot right now. Every shot feels like he's playing pretty loose right now.
We'll show that replay again, Brandon Shuff. You can take a look here. This is what kind of turned it around for him. He's trying to play the combo on the 9 here, and he just misses it. But the 3-ball goes 2 rails and pockets it, and he almost pockets the 9. So that instant replay brought to you by Bruising Cues on the Boulevard. Shuff still leads 5-3. Coen Bell will be breaking. Wing ball down. Gonna have a shot here on the 2. Issue is his 4-ball is over there by the 6. So he's gonna have to manufacture a shot here unless he wants to bank it. Oh, and he misses. Wow. Missed the 3-ball.
Leaves Brandon the perfect angle to make something happen here.
Yeah, Brandon can just nudge this 4-ball out if he likes. He can really just go into the 6, into the 4 if he wants. He nudged it the other way. So now he'll try to see if it goes by the 9. So it looks like it does. He'll take an extra look here. Because it's going to be, he almost wants to leave the cue ball right where the 4-ball's at now for the 5-ball, but he's on the rail a little bit. So he has to jack up. So you can see him taking some extra time to see where he can be at to pocket the 5-ball. He wants a little as angle as possible if he wants to play the 6 down in the corner. But he's got some options. Nice smooth stroke there by Shuff. So he can just play like a little draw stop here. So we got a shot here on the 6. You can just bring this out, or he just force follows the ball down. Good shot there by Brandon.
To the hill.
Yeah, till the hill first. So certainly not a smooth game by both players by any stretch of imagination. A couple mistakes, Josh, by Shuff early. So he'll be looking to get those out of the way early.
Now, a rule that got called out in the players' meeting is that they're not allowing the players to touch the rack once the rack comes off the balls. The rack has to be the last thing to touch. You see some players, they'll rack the balls and kind of feather the one ball, and they're not allowed to touch the rack at all. So you got the alternating break, and you also have that rule in place.
And that is a good rule. I do like that.
I do too. It just ensures less rack manipulation.
Not to mention, out here on these gold crown tables, I mean, these pockets are fairly large in this venue, so very forgiving here. You could already see a couple times where the ball hit the rail and just went in, so should help some of the other players that aren't at the caliber that Brandon and players like Sean Wilkie are at. We'll see if it matters, of course.
I haven't seen Sean yet today. Is he bouncing around in here?
Sean is bouncing around, yep. Saw him earlier. Another scratch there by Brandon.
He got double kissed in right there. The one ball came back and kissed the cue ball perfectly.
A couple scratches there by Brandon in this set already. Even though he's on the hill, it could be costly here if Coen can find his way out of the rack here. All the balls are open. So Coen pots the yellow one ball, is on the two.
Watch out for the 6 ball.
Yeah. Oh, he just gets by it. He's got a 3-ball cut here. He's got to be careful here. He's just running into things. Slow rolls the 4 up into the pocket. Has position on the 5. 6 ball down here at the bottom, so he's going to stun this over to the rail. Oof.
Free stroking, man. Look at that.
No fear sometimes. That's what I like when I'm watching some of these younger kids like Dylan Sporer and Thomas Haas and Coen Bell. Sometimes it gets them and sometimes it doesn't. But I think he feels right now that he is obviously got nothing to lose here. Brandon on the hill, so he's going to just free stroke here. So it came around a little hard there after pocketing the 6. He's got a shot on the 7 ball, but he's got to get back on the 8. And he just punched it, missed it. Set up a thin cut here by Brandon. Good thing is that because of the 9 balls right there, if Brandon pots the 7, the 9 ball should slow the cue ball down if he can just nip it a little bit, and with the 8 ball being there by the pocket. So he can even put a pretty firm stroke here on the 7. Oh, look at that. He tried to bank it.
I can respect that. The 9 ball was there to play into, like you were talking about. You get that unpredictability. And he did just scratch off of a double kiss from good contact. So that might have been lingering in his brain, especially with how comfortable he is with kicking like you've been talking about. So
another miss there by Coen Bell.
Yeah, and that was pretty far off too. You can tell by his body language, like you were mentioning earlier, with Brandon being on the hill. You can tell that's changing everything about the way he's playing in this rack here. Looked like he overcut that there for a second, but goes down smoothly.
Yeah, that's what I like to call the bread and butter shot. C.J. Wiley calls it just a touch of inside. TOI, touch of inside. Cuts the ball in, the 3 rows back around to the center. Just overplayed it, overrolled it just a tad, and now he's going to be on the rail trying to pop the 8 in the side, and he's going to have to do something here.
Oh, that's not gonna.
Yeah, he was actually hoping to.
Without that little bit of outside there, he would have been okay.
Yeah, he was hoping to come right down in there where that center diamond is. So he'd have shape. Now he can still cut this ball in.
It is a long stretch for a right-handed player.
Yeah, but, given the way that Brandon banks, don't be surprised if he tries to take a bank at this.
I feel like he just came down here and found his spot that he wants to contact the 9 on the rail.
He's actually...
Yeah, he just looked at the cut, making sure he's not scratching, right?
He actually has a 4-railer here.
Ooh.
He could 4-rail this. I mean, you're up 6-3. I don't know if he wants to go for that, but you can. I don't think he is. Straight
shot.
back there by Brandon Shuff. Great bank to close out the match. He'll win 7-3 over Coen Bell. Brandon Shuff will stay on the A side, and Coen will bounce over to B side, so he'll have a long road. The next matchup on the TV table, we're going to be bringing you Matt Craw versus local player Brett Stottlemyre.